So, good morning, Wayne.
Good morning,
I'm very
Renate.
glad to see you.
I'm glad to be here.
And I look forward to that you come to the IKL in October.
I'm looking forward to it also. Turn on some sunshine for me.
Very good, we will. And you will start with a lecture. Can you tell us something about the lecture?
Well, there are lots of people who've heard about kinesiology but really don't know what it's about. So the purpose of the lecture is to give people exposure to wellness kinesiology, why I think it's important, how it developed, lots of demonstrations so people get a sense of what it's like or actually volunteer and get to experience it.
Very good. And then you will introduce us in your stress release work. And I look forward to it because a lot of people have stress and you have so practical tools how we can handle stress.
That's true. I was a Touch for Health instructor back in 1977. And as I worked with thousands and thousands of clients, the one technique I found I used more than all the others was the simple stress release technique. It's very powerful. However, it didn't always work. So as a scientist, I'm always looking for how do I have to tweak it, how do I have to modify it slightly to make it more effective and faster and make the application broader.
Very good. So you think when people come to your class, they can use it right away
Oh, yes.
in everyday life?
My intention is to keep things simple. Simple enough that people have enough confidence when they leave the class, they can immediately turn around and start using it because it's the using of it on the class that really builds confidence within people. If it's too technical, too difficult, they have good intentions, put it off, and then they lose the information. And that's not what I'm interested in.
And then you have another very interesting class, the class about energy centers. Where is it important for us to work with our energy centers?
Well, a lot of my early training was in biokinesiology. And John Barton called them energy centers because he didn't want to put people off because of the terminology, but it's really talking about the chakra system. Now, you can look at biology textbooks and you find nothing about the chakra system or meridians. That's an energy system, it's an interface between the energy out there and our bodies. The traditional systems work with 7 energy centers, or chakras. John Barton was working with 10, and he found that each one was associated with a specific system within the body. So the pineal chakra, for example, energy center, related to the hormonal system. Another one related to muscles, another one tendons, ligaments, the internal intestinal lining, for example. And so take that as an example. When the solar plexus is out, that means you often have integrity or lack of strength in the mucous linings. And then people are more subject to leaky gut and have lots of allergies. And you can work on balancing that using acupressure, ear reflexes, massaging on the head, foot reflexes and motions. And once you bring it into balance, then suddenly you have a stronger mucous membrane, and lots of times, lots of allergies disappear. Pretty much straight away.
Very good.
Yeah.
And you have another class, a class about the emotions.
Yes.
So emotions are very important for our life, and on the other hand, they make our life pretty difficult.
That's true, that's true. But once you know how to work with the emotions the way I was taught, you can find out precisely what the major emotions are you need to work with a client. That's why I'm married now. I was at a conference in Italy, and this woman was sitting observing me working with someone, and she said, look, I've had this cough for weeks, and I just can't shake it. Is there anything you can do? So muscle check the reflex of the bronchioles, found the emotion, worked with the emotions for about 6 minutes, and she obviously got interested. I did. We later got married, and I can tell you we've been married for 7 years, that cough hasn't returned. It took me 6 minutes. But the advantage I had is I know 53 different reflexes in the body. We can find out which ones are out of balance. 3 different ways to establish the priority reflex that needs to be brought into emotions with specific emotions. And once you do that, you can balance out all your reflexes. So it's very simple, yet very powerful.
So you think it's very easy if you have clients to work with this?
Oh, yes. I wouldn't be teaching if it wasn't easy.
Yeah, this is what
I'm a Kiwi. I'm from New Zealand. We're not into really complicated things. We want to keep things simple, but with broad applications.
This is what I really like in your classes, that I can right away put it into my balances and that I can use it for myself very much.
Right. And I'm not into saying, well, I have all the answers and people should just take my training. I don't believe in that particular model. I think people get broad basis, then they take training here, then they plug it into whatever they're already using. So now they have additional tools to work with.
And what I especially like with Wayne's classes that he gives so much information and so much energy and love, and you really feel how fantastic kinesiology is when you work with Wayne.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Well, I love it. It's my passion, and I want to share that passion with as many people as possible.
And I look forward to the classes. So we will have 3 classes and a lecture. So come to our institute in October the 20th, and you can visit each class or you can come to all. Thank you.
That's great.